Hi, my name is Michelle Sandford and I am living in Perth, Western Australia. I grew up in the UK and my education was I did a degree at University of Durham in philosophy, and then I went on to do a master's degree in computing science after that at University of Newcastle upon Tyne. Past jobs. I was a service delivery manager for Microsoft um, for a few years, in fact. And before that, I was a service delivery manager in Europe for IBM. I worked in Belgium and I worked in the UK, and I had customers like Heinz, baked beans, tomato sauce, and Anheuser-Busch InBev. They are the largest brewer of beer in the world by volume. My current job is in the Azure Business Group, and I am a Developer Engagement PMM. What this means is I get to work with emerging developers in the community. And I will try and help them to build and invent on Azure. So we have a bunch of programs that are around helping educate people, teach them to code, teach them to use Azure, teach them to build stuff in the cloud. And I guess it's my job to sort of amplify an understanding and knowledge of that and help people access those programs and so that they can learn and grow and build stuff more easily. What I like about my job is that it lets me play with robots. It lets me go to conferences and speak to developers and also go out in the community, speak to developers. I can teach people to code. So I do a lot of stuff like Nuevo does. I do stuff with another program called She Codes, and there's another one called Coder Dojo, and another one called Girls Programming Network. Really, wherever there are people teaching people to code, I'm always really eager to be there and help out with that. And now I get to do that as part of my job. Sometimes I will write blogs or make videos about how to build something that I have built, um, or how to, I don't know, some top tips about what I've learned or how to be better on some sort of technology, especially something that I have learned. I think it's really cool if when you are learning something, you teach someone else what you have learned. And so if you can make a video of yourself learning or write a blog about what you've learned and share your top tips, then it doesn't just help you to learn things and do things, but it also helps all the people around you and your community. And so that's kind of the goal for me, not just to learn things myself, but to enable others to learn things. What I find most rewarding about my job is that I can do a lot of work with students. My colleagues on the team are working with really big Microsoft customers, and they're making a huge impact there. But what is more interesting to me is going where there aren't a lot of people to help others. And so I will go into student communities, go to startups, data science and data engineering, um, user groups, places where there are not a lot of Microsoft hands to help teach. And I will try and enable those communities to get access to more of our programs. Any weird or cool stories about my job? I guess I have been trying to get this job for about 8.5 years. When I was a service delivery manager, I really enjoyed it and I was very good at it. And especially my last patch of customers who were public sector, which is to say state government customers. And I thought they were all so nice and they were really keen to work in partnership with me, and whatever advice or help I would give them, they were always happy and grateful. And so we got to, do a lot of stuff together and really get a lot of projects done. And it's really good when you find people that want to work with you rather than fight against whatever it is that they have been told to be done by their bosses. um, but I did, all the time I was doing that job though, I was really like hoping for a job like this where I could work with students and with kids and with people who really needed me even more than those government customers did. And so I kept trying and I kept trying and I kept trying. One of my top tips is really don't get disheartened when you don't get what you want the first time. It really makes you stronger if you can keep trying, and it also makes you better when you kind of get to practice the interviews. You kind of get to find out what it was that didn't go so well in those interviews. You continue to build your network and you build your skills, and then by the time you get the job, everyone knows who you are and they know what you can do, and they're all really excited to have you on their team. So yeah, I think it's an unrealistic pressure we put on ourselves when we think we should be good at something the first time. And really, it's practice that makes perfect. It's trying and trying again. It's getting involved in things and learning more and growing more and asking people around you for help. Those are the things that make us better. And those are the things that will enable us to get what we want in the end and to be really good at it. Plans for my career, I hope that I will get to do this job in this team for quite a while. I really love my boss and my teammates and my boss's boss and the people in the wider team. Everyone has so much that they are really good at, and they can teach me different things and I can learn from working with them. But also there's a lot that I can do for the community. Advice for students interested in STEM. Well, as I said, don't just learn stuff yourself. When you learn stuff, teach what you learn to the people around you, whether it's the person next to you or whether you are making a video yourself and showing how to do what you have just learned to do, or whether you are writing a blog explaining how to do it step by step. It's much better if you don't just learn it, but you learn it and teach what you learn as you go. I think that it will level you up, but it will also level up people around you. But as they rise, they will also help rise you up. And in turn, when they learn something cool and new, they'll be really keen to share that with you. So you get better and everyone around you gets better, and you have a lot of fun doing it and a lot of support. If I had a magic wand, what's the one thing I could improve about the world? That would be I guess I would want people to be kinder, to be kind to each other, to be kind to themselves, and to be kind to the people around them. To not be selfish, to not be dismissive, to try and make everything better. And then, all of this climate change stuff, we would, instead of being selfish and just using and consuming until there's nothing left, we would be looking for ways to do things renewably and sustainably, and our planet would be healthier and happier, and we would be healthier and happier, and people doing their jobs would be paid better, because it wouldn't be just the cheapest thing that you can buy or get is the thing that you buy. It would be quality products that were being built by people who were thinking about how they were building with that goal in mind. So yeah, be kind online all the time, and help each other. Those are my top tips. This is goodbye from me and Snickers, and from Western Australia. Good luck in your coding careers.